Good day, everybody. What the hell is the news going on here? It's April 5th, 2025. Let's check it out together. Before we start, it's a special announcement. I'm looking to double crossfade, doing it. You know what? I'm a man of the people, and I know what the people want. They want that. Let's go to YouTube. April 5th, we had some stuff going on this week, so yeah, cool. Okay, news. I clicked on it. You saw it. We're gonna click on it again if we have to. Those are the sacrifices I make for all of you.
Today, a massive crowd in front of the state capitol as thousands of people gathered to protest President Trump and Elon Musk on a wide array of issues.
What's wrong?
Were confined to just Iowa. More than 1,200 hands-off demonstrations were planned at the Capitol buildings and other locations across all 50 states. You can see here the large crowds gathering across the nation to make their voices heard.
Many protesters have carried signs with messages about tariffs.
I don't know what that means, but oh yeah, that's right. We're gonna look at the news again.
President Trump's firing of the top two leaders of the powerful National Security Agency, Cyber Command General Timothy Hawk and Deputy Wendy Noble, and the dismissal of at least 6 White House National Security Council aides followed an extraordinary Oval Office meeting Wednesday between President Trump and far-right activist Laura Loomer. CBS News has learned that Loomer, who has entertained 9/11 conspiracy theories, has a history of anti-Muslim, anti-immigrant social media posts, privately and publicly accused the officials of subverting Trump's agenda and being disloyal. President Trump said he did discuss personnel with Loomer.
Laura Loomer is a very good patriot, and she makes recommendations of things and people. And sometimes I listen to those recommendations like I do with everybody.
What are they protesting about?
Listen to everybody.
Chris Krebs, a CBS News consultant, was a top cybersecurity official during the first Trump administration.
So Laura Loomer, this far-right activist, said Hawk was fired because he was, quote, disloyal to President Trump. What do you make of that?
So he's exactly the kind of leader I think we need in that role. It is surprising, and I think it is a bit of a setback for us as we see China, as we see Russia and Iran getting more and more aggressive in cyberspace.
General Hawk is a 4-star general. He was unanimously confirmed by Congress to that job, and he swore an oath of allegiance to the U.S. Constitution, no matter who is president. His accuser, Laura Loomer, says his fault is working for the last president.
Margaret, and you're hearing there might be more changes in store, perhaps, for this important agency?
That's a huge problem.
Yes, John, we are. Actually, CBS has learned that President Trump is considering splitting off the NSA from the military. Other presidents have also considered this and then ruled it out. Doing so, splitting it off, would allow for President Trump to put a political ally at the helm. General Hawk opposed it.
What are they protesting about?
Outside federal buildings in Maryland this morning, growing lines of confusion. Employees turned away, told they no longer had jobs.
This is all part of the administration's effort for a mass reduction in force in the federal bureaucracy here in Washington, D.C. to save American taxpayers money.
In today's cost cutting, about 10,000 jobs slashed across the Department of Health and Human Services, which includes the CDC, FDA, the National Institutes of Health, and the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. The deep cuts hitting divisions responsible for tackling HIV and improving minority health.
Oh, that's terrible. Dude, fuck that.
With demonstrators today outside the CDC in Atlanta. On Capitol Hill, one HHS worker fired in February confronted Indiana Republican Senator Jim Banks.
Are you going to do anything to stop what's happening?
You probably deserved it.
I deserved it?
You probably deserved it.
I deserved it. Wow. Yeah, that's great to hear. Why did I deserve it?
Because you seem like a clown.
That former worker, Matt Schroeder, is protesting the cuts.
So it's really alarming and discouraging to hear that he would say something like that to people who are just giving their time to really serve this country.
Meanwhile, as Democrats face criticism from their base for not effectively countering the cuts,
Cutting funding and jobs, that sounds like a healthy America. Let's keep going, guys. Why are they protesting? The tariff thing happened this week. Oh, there's Fox covering the tariff.
Wall Street takes massive hits on back-to-back days. This as investors react to President Trump's expansion of tariffs. The Dow Jones shed 5.5% today after closing 4% down on Thursday. Meanwhile, the S&P 500 fell.
Substantial losses today, with Boeing taking the biggest hit at nearly 10.
We're already seeing layoffs on both sides of the border, with Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney now saying a major car company has already temporarily laid off nearly 4,000 workers in Canada.
That's what Fox
covers
here.
Laura Trump. Laura, in the Florida elections, Republicans won, but with reduced margin of victory. Now, what do you make of that?
Well, my favorite is the comment from the DNC that they only lost by 14 points. 14 points is still a lot, and that's very significant.
Wait.
A win is a win. We're very excited about both the wins down here. A lot from the tree.
Look who's here now. Laura Trump. Laura, in the...
Really, dude? What does Laura Trump do? She's married to Eric Trump, the third child of U.S. President Donald Trump. She was the producer, host of Trump Productions, Real News Update, and a producer of Inside Edition. Okay. Okay. Cool.
Time is running out. Snap your W-2 and file your taxes 100% free now. Plus, get your biggest refund. File free now. Roughly 37% of filers qualify.
I had no idea what goes on in his head. We do know that for some reason, and I've never really heard a really good explanation, he has been obsessed with tariffs. And when people, lots of people,
this conversation we have seen ACTO and it, but
I mean, just from this basically he ain't coming back.
Okay. Get back to the basics here. We're doing news today.
Oh, look at Cambodia, 97%. We're going to bring it down to 49. They made a fortune with the United States of America. United Kingdom, 10%. Then we'll go 10%.
What are they protesting about? Oh my gosh, whoopsies. Protesting about?
No, their economies are not crashing. Their markets are reacting. No, their economies are not crashing. Their markets are reacting to a dramatic change in the global order in terms of trade. So I don't think it's fair to say economies are crashing. Markets are crashing because markets are based on the stock value of companies who today are embedded in modes of production that are bad for the United States.
34% tariff on imports of all U.S. products. I can't see any of the text because they're showing their big fucking stickers. Their stickers are bigger than mine.